Aries, let's clear the energy. Cardinal signs. Messages, Spirit, please. Aries, 10th of June, 2020. Settlement of a long-standing problem and or fresh start. Raising something to the ground so that you can rise again like the phoenix from the ashes. I was born on the 20th, living or past. Date for your diary and address. Massively important in a positive way. Judgment Day has arrived. You will be judged on your past deeds. Feeling like giving up, chucking in the towel, sacrificing yourself, playing the martyr, playing the victim, having no boundaries, sacrificing yourself for others who are not grateful. The number 4, and those born on the 12th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. This is Pisces energy. It rules karmic situations, secrets and hidden enemies. There is unconditional love of a water sign person. Don't get too hung up on the genders because it's a general need, not a personal one. It could be a man or a woman, but this is as good as it gets love-wise. Unconditional love. Somebody loves you unconditionally, but someone's given up because they've been sacrificing themselves for too long for something that isn't worth it. So the 20th of this month or the 12th of this month will be massively important. 12th is negative, 20th is positive. Oh, sorry. It's still a bit fuddled. Yes, this is your soulmate. So this is a soulmate connection, somebody who loves you unconditionally. But there is something that has to end for you to achieve this. First house, number 25. This is about the Fool. The Fool's Journey. You are beginning a new chapter in your life. Feel the fear and do it anyway. So you have to move ahead with confidence. You are rising. Again, the Phoenix. Look to your ascendant sign, which could be Pisces, as it's the only sign mentioned. So if Pisces is your rising sign, it's very important. The astrological constellation rising over the eastern horizon at the time that the chart is cast. In your natal chart, the ascendant represents the moment you were born. Like the sun and moon, the first house is one of the most important parts of your horoscope. The first house represents your physical appearance, how your body works, and where your strengths and weaknesses lie. It is the beginning of everything. The first house is also the mask that everyone first sees. Although the first house is the house of self, it is also the persona you project. It is how you relate to the world. So you may have been wearing a false mask. If the first house card presents itself in a reading, it means that you will soon be feeling your own strength. Although it may feel natural just to take over and assert your power, you may need to pull back some. Try not to control or dominate certain situations. This could backfire. More positively, people may feel comfortable now with you as their leader and won't mind following your lead. It's important that you don't abandon your goals now out of boredom. Presently, you will start things with great gusto, but you must follow up and you need to finish what you started. Settle it. The first house shows your image, so how you come across to others is of utmost importance now and bears greatly on your success. Perhaps you may opt for a new look, and indeed this can have a bearing on how successful you are. Since this house opposes the seventh house of partnerships, it's a good omen regarding relationships of any kind. It can mean that relationships are about to mature and become more serious. Marriage may be on the cards, or it may mean you are transitioning into a better place concerning other people in general. It is also about your physical body. It's important to pay attention to your health and the signals your body is sending you. The body is your ultimate container, the first place your soul passes into. This house speaks of beginnings and starting anew. It implies a time to honour your gift of being distinct. It also suggests a position of leadership. When this card turns up in a reading, it may be time to defend something you value. Perhaps your reputation, your authentic self, or your chosen life path. You may be challenged where you must stand by your convictions. You could have conflicts with certain authority figures, thus need to go some extra measures to keep a cool head in any given situation. This is a time you will be tested or challenged, and indicates who you are and who you will become. So it's a very important time for you. Whatever is implied, it indicates you must soon face and meet your demons. All in all, the first thing to consider with this card is how healthy you are, what your stamina is, then your role as a leader or just as a person who is about to start something significant. So you're on a new chapter in your life, but first you have to raise things to the ground to begin again and live in your authentic true self. No more masks. Cancer. Messages, Spirit, please. 10th of June 2020. Cancer. Yep. Lack of growth, stagnation, something is dying. There is no happiness in this situation. Some of you, unfortunately, will suffer a termination or a failed pregnancy. Something that could have been very happy is destroyed. So stagnation and eventually an ending. Those born on the 3rd or the 30th, living or past, state for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. Mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. Something to do with the military and the 11th of November, possibly. The number 11 is important to this lady. It's arguments with women. Yeah, no love, unfaithfulness, deep depression, confused and torn between two things, what you should do and what you want to do. A missed opportunity. A gift was given by Spirit and it was rejected. So those born on the 18th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Confusion. Someone torn between two things. Yeah. Someone needs to honestly discuss their feelings with each other. It's time for a heart-to-heart conversation. But there's no communication here, so I doubt that that will happen. Yeah, Black Moon Lilith, number 12 is important. The 12th of this month, possibly. But there is a mystery here. Something you are unaware of. Someone is cutting something out of their life. In revenge and in love, a woman is more barbaric than a man. It is time to be careful. Think of what might manifest over anger, bitterness or revenge. What you have worked so hard for may collapse. So there is some conflict with a woman. This is about your soul expansion and growth. And you cannot grow in this situation. The force in aloneness and the path of the individual. Black Moon Lilith is a dark goddess. She is the ghost to the moon. As a shift in power and consciousness, she symbolises destruction before creation. The name Lilith means screech owl or night hag. So something is being destroyed. Lilith is the ancient goddess of mystery and transformation. Stories of Lilith appeared around 5,000 years ago in the area of Sumeria, where she was said to have been the handmaiden to Inanna, the queen of the heaven. However, most of us recognise Lilith from the Hebrew myth of the first wife of Adam, so you may be having trouble with a partner's ex. Lilith also appears in folklore in medieval Judaism as a rebellious first wife who refused to submit to Adam and enraged fled to the Red Sea in an area of mystery and danger. There Lilith procreated with other spirits, giving birth to demons. Later Lilith became a succubus, appearing to men at night, sapping their strength and causing them impotency. Throughout the ages, Lilith was demonized. She was the first spiritual upstart, but in recent years her status has changed. Lilith is a feminine force that commands strength. She represents the powers we hold in secret. When this card turns up during a reading, something lacks. Lilith appears as a dark part of the astrological chart. She is our shadow side, the dark face of the moon where mysteries and unexplained occurrences lie in wait. This card indicates a call to wildness, even subversion. Lilith is the evocation of what may or may not be there. She can manifest as madness or self-realization. Lilith represents a refusal to submit, so it is not a good time to give in, even when the path seems a rough one. There may be a tendency to isolate and focus on feelings of revenge. That's never good because you're not meant to pass out karma. Spirit does that. This is about muteness and aloneness. Lilith is subdued, complicated magnetism. She remains awake while the rest of the world is asleep. She is the dark thoughts that enter our subconscious just before we fall asleep. Lilith suggests female rebellion. She can represent an angry mother, an enemy, or an embittered woman. Yes. She represents an angry mother, an enemy, a woman scorned, or even a stalker. You have a feeling you are waiting for something to happen, but you don't have the entire information, so the facts are hidden or mysterious. Something stalks, you feel it, but Lilith is sharp and she knows, she senses, she processes what is there. Because Lilith feels slighted, she can represent a formidable foe or a dangerous enemy, and it will be a woman. Through Lilith, we discover creativity and the beauty that can exist in the darkness, as long as we keep our own demons in check under our rule. So you've made an enemy of a woman. This is about mystery, revenge, darkness, obsessions, and power. Libra, messages, Spirit, please. 10th of June, 2020. That could be you, Libra, being immature. You need to cut through the bullshit and get to the point. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, possibly a child, but it's rapid communication coming your way. Yeah, there is a separation from someone you love. Arguments with a woman, Cancer got that. Mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. But there is a reciprocity here. So there's an equal give and take. So you're as bad as she is, basically. There's lack of abundance, lack of growth, because you feel isolated and separated from those you love. Those born on the 3rd or the 30th, living or past, that for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. So you're separated from someone and you're arguing with a woman, but you're both as bad as each other, really. There's no growth and it's becoming stagnant. Stop being so harsh. Love yourself first. Your self-respect is important, but that doesn't mean to make yourself feel better that you attack others. So think very carefully. Your self-respect, how you carry yourself in life makes you more romantically attractive. If you're being negative at this time, you have to watch for that, because that's not going to help the situation. This is about your soul, your spirit, and your spirit should never be broken. There is a vitality, a life force, an energy, a quickening that translates through you into action, because there is only one of you in all time, and this expression is unique. The sun is at the centre of our lives. So what is at the centre of yours? The sun rules over the condition of your body. It is the return to light, the ability to transform and rise again. So healing. The sun is our strength and what we put our focus on. It is no surprise that it is what the sun's early people venerated, that developed into the idea of life-giving creator. So you need to start putting life back into a situation. Stop being negative, because that just creates more negativity. It's the universal spark, your spirit. It enlivens the body. It's our strength. You wish to live, you want to thrive. That's what you have to say to yourself. The sun is all that is good. It is positivity and trumps anything negative. All eyes are on you now, and you have to show yourself as someone to be around. You have the power and strength to get things done. All things that are truly meaningful are starting to happen now. You are now in a place to lead and inspire. It is through this inspiration and creativity that you enable you to make things materialise. You may be at the front of a group or on stage, or just in the way that you lead in confidence. Another meaning behind this card is that the summer months are relevant. Summer may be when your wished for event occurs. Parties, events which emphasise creativity and fun. Children and childlike adults all figure into the situation. This card also implies an aptitude for acting, or just a period when dramatic ability and leadership will greatly benefit you. You may find yourself singled out, perhaps in a dramatic situation where you need to show your skills. It is also a time of generosity and laughter. The spotlight shines on your life. What you are doing now is being noticed. If you're not used to this, you may react with aloofness. Avoid foolishness and immaturity and lack of organisation, although otherwise matters may fall apart at the seams. But all in all, this is progress, energetic card which foretells prodigious things on the horizon. But leadership on your part is necessary. It's time to act and take part in. Let the sun back in. So stop being a moody twat and start letting the light back into your life. Because the more you bitch, the more you'll get bitched at. Capricorn. Messages, Spirit, please, Capricorn. Releasing a heavy burden that you've been carrying for a very long time. illness and bad temper, material matters, and new beginnings. So, a Leo may be involved somewhere. This is impatience, illness, bad temper, losing the battle with the demons within and without. That's born on the 8th or the 26th, living or past it, for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Leo rules the heart, the back, and self-expression, so you didn't express yourself very well. The health services is mentioned again. 2 people born 1970 plus or minus 12, and you are driving about in the dark, confused and not listening to spirit. You may stumble and fall, but spirit are going to give you a passionate gift of a new beginning. So take action now for a new beginning and you will be successful. You need to nurture it and grow it, but you will succeed if you take this new beginning. Those born on the 9th or the 27th, living or past, if your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. So the 26th or the 27th may be negative days for you. Yes, they are bringing you a soulmate, a new beginning. A passionate new beginning with a soulmate. Scorpio may be involved somewhere. A transformation. You are shedding the old skin and beginning again. You are becoming the butterfly. Yeah, something ends so something new can begin. Scorpio rules the reproductive organs and shared resources. Put your ear close to your soul and listen hard. Acknowledging desire and surrendering yourself to the depths will serve you best at this time. Scorpio is one of the most fascinating signs in the zodiac. It's ruled by Pluto, planet of gutters and extremes, and it's the sign of sex, money, and passion. It is a powerful sign. Scorpios have a bad reputation for ruthless behaviour which is not deserved. Like the other water signs, Scorpio is emotional but not in a sympathetic way of Cancer or Pisces. When Scorpios enter a room, they don't have to say a word for the crowd to know. They can feel their energy, their depths and their ability to understand others, all the while not revealing much about themselves, is profound. Scorpio inspires you to tell them your darkest secrets while revealing none of their own. When Scorpios feel deeply, they fear the loss of control and they will sting when threatened or cornered. Almost always, Scorpios will deliver the last hit. Scorpio does not roll over and play dead. They never forget a slight. People of this sign will make their mark, even when they have to do it alone. So possibly this energy will be around you and you will make your mark. If the Scorpio card comes up, then you are being tested. You may feel isolated and on your own, without much sympathy or help from others. If so, it's a time to stand on your own and fight those forces gathered against you. You will likely win and come out much stronger and happier than before, but it will still be an intense time. There are a number of positive changes with this card, and you will soon gain what you have worked so hard for. This card implies karmic issues, even the resurfacing of a past life recollection. So many of your relationships will now be of a karmic nature, and thus be tried as well. Your life will seem like a trial. Matters involving inheritance and money may figure in. such as heirlooms, legacies, and what comes through family or people you are tied to from your deep past. You may have to deal with someone who may plot revenge over something you may not be guilty of. It could also be a time where enemies surface, so you would be wise to protect your reputation. Strong sexual attraction may arise whether wished for or not. Obsessions are possible. It is wise not to get wrapped up in intrigues with people you don't know very well or you have only known for a short time. Do not attempt to maneuver or manipulate anyone, as this will surely backfire. On the positive side, now is the time to be resourceful and guard that which you have worked for. If romance is your question, expect it to be transforming and not something you can leave aside. In some cases, your partner may seem aloof and hard to reach, and matters may erupt into unexpected passion. This will be a transforming relationship, more than any that you've ever had. In dealing with jobs and careers, expect intensity, restrictions and demands. Sometimes when this card comes up, it indicates you will be going through a period of deep self-analysis. You may seek out a professional, or you may work through this time alone by reading or thorough reflection. Be careful when it comes to finances in areas such as taxes, property and shared assets. You could have resounding success or tremendous losses, but the message is to take your chance, then stick with your decision no matter what. You have the ability now to make it work. Transformation, psychic ability, secrets, wins and losses, sexual attraction and secret affairs. Thanks for listening.